Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final award of our evening. It's time to present the TY 2009 Lifetime Achievement Award.
A woman who selflessly offers to the TY experience. She's often funny, at times fierce, but always fabulous. She's the woman behind the scenes making it all happen.
It's my pleasure to present the Lifetime Achievement Award 2009 to Cholmcille's Coordinator Extraordinaire, Miss Gearldine Dibber.
Thank you very much. Before we move on to present the certificates to the students, the three teachers here and Mr. Keogh might move forward to do that. I'd like to say a few thanks myself. I'm going to begin by speaking to the students, so if they'd like to sit down for a minute. This has been a long year of growth. I have found these students to be an exceptional bunch, cooperative and extremely well behaved as a group. It has been a pleasure to work with them this year. We have some exceptional young people here that can turn their hand to anything and do it so well. At rehearsal lately, I apologised to them for taking their level of excellence in all they do for granted and picking on the small things. May I take this opportunity to thank them for that. I'd also like to thank just a couple of students that I really feel I should. Students that have worked on the notice board all year, Keogh and Porrick. The three TY prefects, Lauren, Anne-Marie and Kerry. The group that have worked on the yearbook, Lauren, Adon, Porrick, Grania and Lana. And two special ladies that worked on all of these certificates that the students will get later, Grania and Lauren. The boys, Liam, Paddy, Rory, who painted the backstage here. Mind you, they painted a lot more than the back of the stage, but thanks boys. I'd like to thank Emma Ward and her team for their artistic work backstage here. I'd like to thank all of you who have worked with me so closely all year, and I really, really, really appreciate your cooperation and help. Thank you. Now, to the band. If the band could stand up there and we'll give you a round of applause, please. Were presented a real challenge. First of all, they played together for the first time. And secondly, they were thrown a list of songs that we asked to play them daily. Each day we'd say, can you play, whatever. They'd say, no, we can't play today, but we will be able to play it tomorrow. And they were. So thanks boys for all your hard work. They worked through lunchtime, through breaks, and even I was commenting today to Ailish backstage that the work rate here has been serious. They didn't even ask anymore, do we stop for break or lunch? They just kept going. They never even asked today, we just kept going. So thank you all. To my ever reliable friends, stage crew, Ailish, Sean and Martin for coming on board to help us out. You did a great job and I really appreciate you. Now, none of this would be possible without the TY teachers. We have a core group of teachers that work together all year, and I'm going to say a special thank you to them. I'd like to thank the tutors, Emma O'Malley, Michael Doherty, and Marie Flynn, for their constant, non-stop work all year round. We have a round of applause for them. To Emma O'Malley for her work in producing the yearbook with a group of students. After tonight, these students will have a book, which they'll be given later on, which will capture photographs, written articles, etc. of the year, and that is Trojan work put in by Emma and her team every evening from 4 to 6 for the last couple of weeks. Thank you. To Hugh McGlynn, who we've heard mention of numerous times all evening, who's involved in so much of the TY programme. If you ask him to do anything, it's no problem. What way do you want it done? He worked in the IT all night. He got those boards up in the back. He hung the art. He just is constantly working the transition years. A huge thank to you, Hugh. Now, to the drama teachers who made a lot of this up here happen. Miss Garvey, Miss Travers and Miss Campbell. Last week when we were up here rehearsing, I felt dead bad. They were up and down here all day in the rain every time they did a free class. They ran in, ran back, did what they had to do, and ran back down again. And I mean, nobody thanks them for that. It is just really a sign of the very giving nature of these teachers, of the amount of time, thought and effort put into the year, and these and many other teachers that makes the transition year happen. I'd like to give them a round of applause, please. Can we make a couple of presentations to the core group of teachers, please? To Miss O'Malley, Mr. Gearldine, Miss Flynn, the tutors, please. They can come forward. To Mr. McGlynn, a member of the core group. To the 3 drama teachers, Miss Travers, Miss Garvey and Miss Campbell, if they could come forward, please. Accept a presentation and a token of thanks. If you can make your way over there, we'll get there. Okay? I'll just move on as they make the presentations. I would like to also thank all of the TY teachers for their work in the classroom and the support and patience all year. It can be very difficult teaching TYs because they're in and out of class, they're involved in so many projects and so many activities. Unless we work as a team, the events and the activities wouldn't be possible. And I thank you for your patience and support. I would like to thank Jimmy and Chris for their constant support too, covering classes and really allowing us to do what we do. Thank you. To the members of the community, who I see a lot of you here tonight, who facilitated courses, allowed the students work in community care programmes and helped us out at fundraising events. Took our students for work experience. Thanks very much. And finally, thank you to the parents. Thank you for your support all year. Thank you for your help, cooperation, your help at the fundraising events, social events, and ferrying your students in and out at irregular hours. All I can say is we have done our best for your child this year, and we can only hope that they have benefited in some way for transition year. We wish them the best in the future, in the next 2 years. Now to present you with your certificates, I call on Kate, Anne-Marie and Breach, and maybe if Jimmy could just take the front of the stage, please. And if the students could stand up, we'll get going. Okay, TY1. Christopher Ayres, Owen Brady, Killian Dolan, Leonie Donaher, Warwick Finnegan, Gráinne Gallagher, Nicole Gallagher, Lauren Kelly, Sean Kelly, Liam Kennedy, Martin Larkin, Fiacre McCaffrey, Adrian McGorty, Adrian McGowan, Eamon McSharry, Claire Rooney, Donna Slevin, Maureen Sweeney, Niall Thomas, Emma Ward, Mark Ward. Okay, Jamie Barron, Luke Devaney, Megan Fenton, Maria Foley, Ciara Gallagher, Richard Gallagher, Conal Harkin, Ryan Hoey, Charlene Johnson, Nadine Kennedy, James Kelly, Niall Kerr, Rachel Leonard, Patrick Meehan, Kenneth McDonough, Conal McGowan, Tommy Patton, Anne-Marie Regan, Dawn Rogers, Nicola Walsh, Stephanie Walsh, Stephen Clark, Catherine Daly, Rory Drummond, Liam Duffy, Sean Elliott, Dara Fehaney, Lana Finnegan, Kerry Gallagher, Lisa Leonard, Fiona McGonigal, Ben McGowan, Kelly McInerney, Senna McShay, Jamie Monaghan, Anna Rafferty, Clodagh Roper, Owen Shanley, Rory Sheridan. That's TY 2009. Now if you go on to take a seat again, please. Okay, finally, I will ask Mr. Keogh to say a few words and then Lauren will close the ceremony for us. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Gearldine. I'm going to be very brief because really I think the night speaks for itself. There's no need to elaborate on what we've seen. But I do think if I put an ad in the paper and I put in something along the lines of a list, something like this: overseas excursions, dancing, acting, trips, shows, projects, sport, displays, dramas, plays, music, courses. And I said, would you like to do that for the next year? Please send me a cheque for €25,000 and I'll organise it for you. I think I'd be overrun with applicants. And when I see what goes on up here tonight, and it is a very clear reflection of what happens in the year, all I can say is it's a phenomenal amount of work. And I'd like to congratulate the students on their year's work and on their presentation and show tonight. Well done, folks. I think the teachers are great during the year. It's not just in class, but the other stuff they do outside of class at their own times. And I would like to, Gearldine referred to Mr. Darby, the school functions around, has to function betimes around what's going on in TY, because some of the projects are so big and Chris keeps the whole ship floating and he deserves a round of applause. Well done, Chris. Parents, you should be very proud. Your children are excellent to work with. They have prospered during the year. I hope you've noticed it at home. We really notice it in school. I have to say every year, from September to May, there's a steady progress, and they nearly blossom and flower in the last term, and sure as hell the same thing happened this year. The last point I want to say is why do we do it? Why does the school do it? Why does Gearldine do it? There is a core element of TY that's about personal development, but I don't know whether sometimes people think that isn't going to feed in very practically into their academic development and their, overall development for their lives. And of course it does, and there should be no mistake about that. These students are better equipped to deal with the pressures of academic study and other pressures that they'll come under. And this year gives them a great chance to develop all the skills and knowledge necessary to deal with that in a real, practical, hands-on way. I'm only jealous that I didn't get a chance to do it myself when I was young. Might have saved a lot of problems. And the last thing I want to do is, if the Oscars was the team, I just want to say thanks very much to if I had an envelope here, I'd open the winning director, and it'll be Gearldine. So well done, Gearldine, again. You did a great job. Thank you very much. These are going to do a song, so I'll step off. Don't start like it off.
That's all for this evening, folks. Congratulations to all of our winners.
Commiserations to the unsuccessful nominations, but you are all winners.
Enough with the cliches, Don. But there is one group of people we still have to thank.
It's you, the audience. Thank you for sharing in our night of unforgettable memories.
You've been a great audience. Thank you and
good night.
crazy if I tell you the truth. No, you don't know, and then you never will if you don't listen to me. Now I talk to the wall. This big guy is crazy, it's been out in my heart. Where you think me feel like we're still unsure, but now I don't want to see anything that I wanted before. So sweetly tell me what's up, I'm going to
Hello, Miss Daly.
Don't forget,